All right, here with Coach Marshall, head coach, University of North Texas. Welcome back to Texas.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I appreciate it. Feels good to be back home.
Now, home San Antonio, right?
Yes, sir. San Antonio, Texas, born and raised.
Have you made it back to San Antonio since you've become the head coach?
I have not, but it's funny because I will be headed back that way this Friday because we have our first cross meet up at Incarnate Word, and so it'll be good to get back, and then obviously it feels good to get back in that capacity because I didn't. I never would have thought that I would be going back as the director of cross and track here at UNT. So it's been definitely a blessing though.
So, what all have you accomplished in the short tenure so far? It's been what, a month, basically.
Yes, sir.
How,
Yes, sir.
how have you, started to transition the program into what you want it to be?
I think it's really been a lot of conversations and building relationships. I've had a chance to talk and conversate with some alumni. Obviously, our amazing support staff here at UNT, and just kind of getting to know everything that we have to offer as a program, as a university, things like that, and building those relationships on campus, and then the relationships among my staff. I mean, as a whole, and just kind of talking through what we want our culture to look like, what we want the UNT program to look like moving forward, and how do we, I guess push that and push that message to the public, to the coaches in the state of Texas, to our administration, and then most of all, and most importantly, our student athletes here at UNT. And so it's been a lot of those conversations, and I think that we are at a point now to where it's all go, and it's time to put things into work. So
Now, you mentioned cross country. You're also the director for that as well. So you've met the team. What was that first meeting like?
I think it was just more of introductory, and kind of getting our expectations out as coaches, but allowing our student athletes to know that. I mean, just as much as we hold y'all accountable, we want y'all to hold us accountable because I think that in what we do, it's a two-way street, and we have to give 100%, just like we expect for them to give 100% as student athletes, and so. If they see us not giving 100% or not giving everything that they need to be successful, then that they understand that they can come in and have those conversations with us as well, and let us know what they're seeing. But just really letting them know, hey, these are our expectations. These are what we want out of the program, and this is what we want or we expect out of you as student athletes, because things move, life moves on after we get done competing, and so we want to make sure everybody's set up for success in that route as well.
Beautiful. Now, obviously, you're involved right now with the beginning of cross season, um, off season track. Have you met any of the athletes there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I've had the honor of meeting quite a few. Just about the whole team has stopped through in some type of capacity. They began getting back to campus and moving into apartments and things like that about 3 weeks ago. So they've been just kind of trickling in and out, introducing themselves. Just kind of letting us know who they are, and it's been good. It's been really amazing to kind of put some names and some faces together. There are a couple. I mean, there's athletes on the team that I recruited out of when they were coming out of high school, and so just kind of building those relationships back again, and things like that. And so, no, it's been amazing. It's been awesome. Just kind of meeting everybody and hearing the feedback that they have.
Now, you've given Coach Tipton two wonderful throwers from the portal in
Yes, sir.
Texas. You got Kevin Grubbs out of Summer Creek. You got Kayla Dove. Talk about not only the two kids, but how the portal itself has just changed the entire landscape.
It's changed a lot, and especially with coaches and people that are in the position that we're in, to be able to go in and fill some needs that we felt like we needed right away, and before the school year started. I think that that's what's great for the portal, and then for athletes, for the student athletes to have a voice, and obviously, like you have to continue to treat your athletes well and with a lot of respect, and show them that you love them, and show them that you actually care about them. And a lot of times, sometimes they still leave, and sometimes, but most of the time, when they aren't getting those things, that's when they go out and they search and they look for other things. And so I think it's an amazing tool. I think if it's used the right way, it's amazing for a lot of different coaches and programs. But for the student athletes, I think it's a great resource to have, because you do get situations where you have coaches that change and leave, and you know what I mean, things like that, and
Mhm.
you're in an unknown situation. And we were in the same position as well, coming in, and we had athletes that they didn't know what to expect. They didn't know what was coming in and things like that. And so it's good across the board. It's a good resource for our student athletes to have.
Now you smiled a second ago when I mentioned the two throwers' names. So talk to me about Kevin and Kayla.
Man, if I so I met Kevin for the first time at U20 Worlds this past year.
Okay.
Um, didn't have any. I mean, I didn't. I think at the time I was still kind of in limbo. I didn't know if I was getting a job or not. Coach Tipton wasn't even involved in any conversations, but I had an opportunity to meet Kevin, and I watched him compete there, and I'd heard stories, and I knew coaches that knew him. But man, like when you talk about a heck of an athlete, but um, an even better person.
Yes.
Kevin is a stand up dude. Like it's not there's not many athletes I would let watch my own kids. And Kevin in the first week that I met him, I could tell that he's one of those type of guys. And so amazing young man. I can tell he comes from a great background, but hard worker. You could tell that by the results that he puts out,
Mhm.
each year, and each time he goes and competes. And he's hungry, man. Like he wants it all. I saw him. I think it was yesterday, and he walked up to me. And he said, "Coach, I want all the records. Like I want all of them." I said, "All right, man, just go put in the work." So he's definitely motivated. He wants a lot more. He got to experience a lot of the collegiate track and field, and possibly the world stage as well. And I think that's amazing for those athletes to be able to take advantage of that. And then Kiela, man, I tell you, if there's somebody that could change the room with a smile, that is definitely Kiela. Kiela is, man, she's a sweetheart, but when you put her in the ring,
He's
she's a
fierce.
monster. She's fierce. And so, there's not a lot of athletes that can flip the switch like that. And some of the greatest ones can. And like she's got the qualities, she's got the traits. Like you can definitely tell that Kiela's special. She's definitely a special athlete. She knows what she wants, and she's not gonna let anything stop her from getting it. And that's one of the biggest things that I loved about, especially like just the conversations and talking to Kiela. We I just got off the phone with Kiela like right before I got on this phone call. So like that's my girl, and she knows that. She knows that she knows that's my girl. But yeah, she's an amazing one. You can feel her vibes just radiate off of her when she enters the room. And so I love that about Kiela.
Any more in the portal we're not aware of yet?
It maybe. I don't know. I can't. I can't speak on that yet. But no, we got a couple of things that we have in the works. But some really some special kids that
So
can
stay
definitely come in and
stay
help us.
tuned is what you're telling me.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Most definitely.
Fair enough. Now, you enjoyed phenomenal success up at Iowa Western, 28 individual national champions, 131 All-Americans in just 4 seasons.
Yes, sir.
Team success as well. what do the lessons that you learned at Iowa Western, how will you transfer them to North Texas? Obviously now a D1 program.
Yes, sir. So I think the biggest one is that culture doesn't have a division. I think if you have a solid culture, I don't care what division you're in, or I don't care what type of pro. Like if you have a good culture, then your team will be successful because the kids will go out, they'll do everything they can to make sure that that they put themselves in position to win. And so that was the biggest thing. A lot of patience. I mean, I think I can speak for just about every junior college coach in the nation when I tell you that it takes a lot of patience. But the athletes are amazing, and they hold a really really big place in my heart because they come in and they work and they want to grind and they want to they want everything, and they will put in the work for it. And so if you stay patient with them and you just kind of let them trust the process and you watch them trust the process, that was definitely a big learning tool for me over the last 4 years, especially at Iowa Western. And just really just dealing with different athletes. Like, you get so many different personalities and different people on the team, and so you learn how to cater, and you learn how to push different athletes in different ways, because every athlete is different. You might have the same event, and they might have the same look, but at the end of the day, like, it's two different people, and so they have two different needs, and so just kind of learning the needs of people and what pushes them, and where you have to kind of back off and show love in different places and things like that. And so it was all a learning process for sure.
So who are your mentors that you're going to use whatever information you've absorbed and take UNT to the next level? Who are your mentors?
So people, I mean, just some brains that I like to pick, from a, like, not a personal standpoint, but from just a student of the game aspect. I really turned to a lot of the stuff that Boo Schexnayder did at LSU. That's probably and especially in my event group, one person that I'll kind of soak in everything that he gives me, and everything that he puts out. My old college coach, Coach Dave Harris. He's one that I pick his brain on things, and I hold a lot of respect for him and what he's done in the game. But I have a lot of different, just coaches that I respect,
Mhm.
and a lot of coaches that I'll pick up the phone and call Coach Price at USC, and he'll kind of give me his feedback on things. Coach Small, now at Illinois, congratulations.
Mhm.
But Giovanni Small, he's a dude from Houston, Texas, and we built a really great relationship. But the other day we were kind of talking about some different things as far as program wise, and I picked his brain on some things that I felt like were good ideas, and he shut me down and he told me, maybe try it this way, which I 100% respect, because I don't
Of
ask
course.
questions, and I don't ask people questions to get a yes from it. I want your opinion, and I want to see what your thought process is. And so no, he's a really good dude that I'll pick his brain, here and there. But no, I kind of like to mix it up. I don't really have one specific person. Ross Fellows at UCCS, he's probably one of my biggest, my one of my best friends in the game. But definitely somebody I'll pick his brain on a lot of different things as well. So
It's interesting you mentioned Boo right off the top. Boo is speaking at our winter clinic in January.
yeah.
You might have to swing by and say hi.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm definitely gonna have to do
Collegiately, you were a long and triple jumper, correct?
Yes, sir.
Are
Correct. Yes,
those
sir.
the duties that you'll handle at UNT?
Yes, sir. So I'll handle all of the jumps, long, triple, high, and pole vault,
Okay.
here at UNT. Yes, sir. So I'm definitely excited about it. I'm definitely I'm thrilled. I'm happy to be able to recruit in my home state, the state that I got recruited out of. So I'm excited. I'm excited about kind of getting out and meeting different athletes and coaches and things like that.
Awesome. So when you get the whole track team together at some point, what's going to be the message that very first meeting?
Give us everything you have and trust the process. I think that they have to come in with an open mind and like just give us everything you got, and trust that we know what we're doing, and we're gonna put you in the best position to be successful at the end of the day. I think that we've got an amazing set of athletes here, student athletes here, and I think that they're really hungry, for what's ahead, and just kind of in the conversations, like they're looking forward to some change. And so, within that change, and within any change, you're gonna have your struggles, and you're gonna have your ups and downs. But at the end of the day, I'm really gonna push to them that we'll build each other's trust, and we'll learn each other over time. But come in with an open mind, and trust the process, and give us everything you got. And I really think that we can be successful with those things.
So how's the move from Iowa to Denton?
Oh man,
Fa-
like
why children make the adjustment yet?
yeah, everybody's starting to get adjusted. Everybody's getting adjusted. We've literally been in a house for maybe 10 days now. We were living out of a hotel for the first couple weeks of school, things like that. But no, it's good, man. It's really a blessing, especially like where things have been, housing market, all of that stuff. Like moving right now is tough,
Oh
and
yeah.
so for us to we were able to sell our house fast, and then obviously get into another house pretty fast as well. I'm definitely blessed, that we had that opportunity and things worked out the way they did.
Beautiful. Well, Coach, I appreciate you taking some time, shedding some light on the University of North Texas program and all the great things that you're going to bring to the North Texas area. A native Texan going to able to recruit the entire state.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The whole state of Texas. I want them all.
There you go. I'm just going to be greedy. Give them all to me.
Give them all to me. That's it.
Coach, I appreciate your time. And
Yes,
like
sir.
I said, we look forward to great things. Anything you need from the association, you just holler and we'll do our best to help you.
Yes, sir. Most definitely. Hopefully, I'll see you guys in January.
Yes, sir. I appreciate your time. You have a great evening.
All right. You too.